My manager took credit for my project, so I let him present it without the final piece only I knew. I've never believed in revenge. Not until the day my manager smiled across the conference room table and said, "We couldn't have done it without my leadership." He was talking about my project. Months of sleepless nights. Debugging, redesigning, testing, and every line of code. Every idea, every success came from me. But when the board congratulated him, he didn't correct them. He just nodded, like he'd built the whole thing himself. I sat there clapping with everyone else, pretending my hands weren't trembling. That night, I drove home in silence, his words looping in my head. He'd stolen my moment, and I knew if I confronted him, he'd twist it. That's what he did best, so I decided to play his game, but smarter. The project we were working on was an automation system for our logistics department, something the board had been desperate to fix for months. I had built it from scratch, but the final component, the part that actually made it work, was encrypted under my developer key. Only I knew it. The next week, the board called for a live demo. My manager strutted around the office like a peacock, bragging about how he was going to revolutionize the company. He even told me not to attend the presentation. "No need to clutter the room, man," he said. "Just let me handle the big boys." I smiled. "Sure, you got this." He had no idea I just updated the system that morning, and without my key, the core process wouldn't even execute. The day of the presentation, I was sitting in the back row, just another face in the audience. The board members were there, suits crisp, smiles expectant. My manager stood at the front, sweating slightly under the spotlight. "Gentlemen," he began, "what you're about to see is a fully automated solution designed by my team under my supervision." He clicked the remote. The big screen lit up. For a few seconds, everything looked fine. Then the system froze. He clicked again. Nothing. Clicked harder. Still nothing. The room went silent. A faint error message blinked across the screen. "Missing authorization key." The CFO frowned. "What's that?" My manager stammered. "Just a minor glitch. Probably a network issue." He turned pale. He tried again, typing furiously. The program crashed completely, flashing red text. Finally, one of the board members asked, "Who built this?" And that was it. The crack he couldn't cover. Because when he said, "I did," the CTO interrupted him. "Then why does the code say authored by D. Mercer? Who's that?" All eyes turned toward me. I raised my hand slowly. That would be me. The silence was priceless. My manager tried to laugh it off, but it only made things worse. The CTO asked me to step forward and explain what happened. I walked up, entered my key, and the system immediately ran flawlessly. Smooth, seamless, perfect. The board applauded. My manager stood there, completely still, his fake grin fading. 2 days later, HR called me in. They offered me his job. Apparently, the board had discovered he'd been taking credit for multiple team members' work for months. Mine was just the one that broke him. I accepted the position. On my first day as the new department head, I walked into the office he used to occupy. His nameplate was gone. I placed a small sticky note on the monitor that said, "Always keep your keys safe." I didn't destroy him. I didn't even need to. He did that himself. All I did was let him show the world exactly who he was. And honestly, that kind of revenge feels better than anything else.